With week 7 of our 1v1Me season 0 2v2 My Player League coming to an end, we are almost at the finish line and almost at playoffs that start on April 7th. All right, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the leaderboards. I want to give y'all the leaderboards beginning our Friday, then I'm gonna give y'all the leaderboards after the week had concluded, so y'all can see how much the leaderboards changed from Friday all the way getting into our Monday. All right, to start off on Monday, we seen Team Paris AI holding that #1 spot, Team 2 Tag with the #2 spot, Team 2K Twins with the #3 spot, Team Drew DF with the 4th, Team Chad Benz with the 5th spot, Team Streaky with the 6th, Team Takeover with the 7th, and Team Stage Piece with the 8th spot. Then we see our 9 through 18 teams who don't have a playoff spot right there. All right, these were the leaderboards heading into our Friday. All right, so the 9 through 18 teams, they gotta, you know what I'm saying, end off this week right to jump into playoff contention. All right, to start off our weekly recap, on Friday we seen Team Paris AI versus Team Stage Piece. Crown match. Hey man, Team Paris AI had that crown, but Team Stage Piece had one goal in mind: get back into playoff contention and take that #1 spot. They come in and pull off a 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep, taking that crown off of Team Paris AI's head and possibly securing them a spot in the playoff. Also on Friday, we seen the battle of the bottom, as many wanted to call it. Meter Man Lows versus D-Nail, two teams that have been at the bottom of the leaderboards all year. Records been at the bottom all year. They go against each other. Meter Man Lows, D-Nail with a history of some slight beef, go at it, but Meter Man Lows comes out on top with a 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep, beating them 21-14 in game 2. And our Friday night ends with Blix versus Chad. Always a good match when these two top teams go against each other. Team Blix going against Team Chad Benz. These two teams probably the favorites to win the whole playoffs by many, with Team Blix coming out and putting a 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep on Team Chad Benz. And game 2 being Blix winning 21-11. Blix jumping from the #10 spot all the way to the #6 spot, with Chad Benz moving down to #7 after this matchup. Then to kick off our Saturday, we seen Team Stage Piece, the crown holders, after just taking the crown off of Team Paris AI the day before, going against Team Toxic, the #17 team. All right, with a surprising L for Team Stage Piece, only holding that crown for probably less than 24 hours, losing 21-19 in a 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep, with Team Toxic jumping all the way down from #17, second to last, to #1 as the crown holders now. Man, hey, life could hit you fast in this 1v1Me season 0 league, because we just seen the #17 team jump all the way down from the bottom to the top and probably securing them a spot in the playoffs. We also seen on Saturday Takeover Season versus Quickster, with Team Takeover Season having some more continued struggles as they lose 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep 22-7 in game 2 to Team Quickster, with Takeover Season kind of having some chemistry issues with his center OC Gritty. To end off our Saturday, we seen Team OFAB versus the 2K Twins. The 2K Twins was looking dominant going into this game, holding that #5 spot, and OFAB being #15th. But OFAB and Gliz, yo, they're a tough team. They're very underrated, very tough team, sleeper team. They come out and put a 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep, beating the Twins 21-2 in game 2 to jump all the way from 15th to #5, jumping 10 spots and having themselves a playoff contention spot right now, because top 8 teams make it to the playoffs. All right, into Sunday, we seen Team Takeover Season versus Team Drew DF. Team Takeover Season going into this match had a lot of chemistry issues. Team Takeover Season, you know, talking about moving teammates going into the next season before the season's even over, and he crashing out on OC Gritty the day before after their loss to Quickster, but they turn it around and beat Team Drew DF 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep 21-11 in game 2, and maybe having hope going into the playoffs. Continuing with our Sunday, we seen Team Chad Benz versus Team Iggy Mo. Team Iggy Mo has had Chad Benz's card the whole season. Chad Benz, a dominant and consistent team, holding the best record of the season so far, going in this with a chip on his shoulder. He doesn't like the critics and the noise of Iggy Mo having his card. So what does he do? He does not disappoint this time. He comes in and belts Iggy Mo 2-0 sweep so we can go to sleep 21-4 in game 2. And he has some words for Iggy Mo after.
Card this, card that. Card this, card that, bro. They scored 6 points. Card this, card that. They have Chad's card, everyone. They have Chad's card.
Then to end off our Sunday in our weekly recap, we got D-Nell versus Toxic, the number 17 team versus the number 1 team, the crown holders. I mean, we seen a storyline like this on Friday with Team Toxic going against Team Stage Piece, jumping all the way from the bottom to the top, but it does not end like that this time. D-Nell, the 17 team, lose to the number 1 team, crown holders, Team Toxic, 2-0 sweep, so we can go to sleep with D-Nell not looking like he might enter the playoffs for that April 7th deadline. All right, y'all, and these are our standings going into Monday, 3/31/2025, and starting out our week 8, our last and final week of the season 0 1v1Me 2v2 My Player League. All right, we got Team Tox holding that number 1 spot, crown holders, 2 wins at number 1. They've defended the crowns twice. We got Team Stage Piece with the number 2 spot, Team Paris AI with the number 3 spot, Team 2Tech with the number 4 spot, Team OFAB with the number 5 spot, Team 2K Twins with the number 6 spot, Team Takeover Season with the number 7 spot, and Team Drew DF with the number 8 spot. All right, so currently Team Blix, Chad Benz, Quickster, Streaky, favorite a lot of like 4 favorite teams to probably be in the playoffs are currently out of there, and then we see 13 through 14, some teams that have been kind of inconsistent all year in a spot that they're, you know, probably should be deemed to be in. All right, but top 8 makes playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Playoffs start April 7th. April 7th is when playoffs start. So if anybody you see is not in the 8 by April 7th, they are out. And don't make playoffs, have to go redraft and face relegation. All right, face having to, you know, I mean, getting kicked out of the league, or face, you know, saying going back to the draft, redraft, and find a new teammate. All right, let's get into the daily preview of games, the important games that are going to go on Monday, 3/31, the start of week 8. Alrighty. To start our week 8, an important matchup we are going to see is Team Chad Benz versus Team 2Tac. Team Chad Benz with a chance to jump from all the way from number 10 out of playoff contention into playoff contention by beating 2Tac and jumping to that number 4 spot. All right, that's 2:30 Central, 3:30 East is when that matchup starts. All right, right after that, we're gonna see Stage Piece versus 2K Twins. All right, not really too much of an important game, but the Twins could jump into a comfortable spot with beating Team Stage Piece, jumping from 6 to 2, because they're almost out of playoff contention, because top 8 teams make it, which they could jump to a comfortable spot, which this game starts at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. East. All right, Team Takeover Season can also jump to a comfortable spot of number 3. They're in playoff contention right now, but they can jump all the way to number 3, beating Team Paris AI at 4:30 Central, 5:30 East. All right, another game we're gonna be seeing, Iggy Mo versus Chad Benz. Chad Benz probably gonna have a chance of what I say, jumping all the way up from. Chad Benz has a spot to jump, probably jump into number 4. He probably will be 2Tac jumps to number 4 in my personal opinion. So Iggy Mo will probably have a chance to jump to number 4 if Chad Benz beats 2Tac, and Team Iggy Mo would have a chance to get in playoff contention. And like, you know what I'm saying, everybody be thinking Iggy Mo has Chad Benz's card, so this should be an intense matchup, especially with Iggy Mo coming off the weekend losing to Chad Benz. And then for our last matchup, we've seen Team Blix versus Team 2Tac. If 2Tac holds that number 4 spot, Team Blix will be able to jump back into playoff contention, as they are 1 spot out of playoff contention right now. So they'll be able to jump back to that number, back into playoff contention with a slightly comfortable spot at number 4, beginning off the last week of the season. But if 2Tac drops to number 5 by losing to Chad Benz, it's still a good position for Blix, because he will be back in the playoff contention. And a lot of people believe that's a playoff team in Team Blix and Shane X. All right, so that would be good for him. That matchup starts at 9:30 Central, 10:30 East. So don't miss it. I will be there commentating it. All the matchups after 4 East, I will be there. All right, I appreciate and love every single video. That concludes our week 7 recap. We are finally in week 8, the last week of our season 0 1v1Me 2v2 My Player League. All right, like I said, playoff starts April 7th. 8 teams get to go. 8 teams, the top 8 teams make playoffs. 9 through 18 face relegation, or face having to go back to the draft and redraft, or go back to the player pool. As always, y'all can go to 1v1Me on Twitch. Go to 1v1Me app on Twitch. Go follow the go follow the Twitch, so you never miss a stream that I'm commentating live, or any other games are being commentated live on there. I appreciate and love every single one of y'all. Hey man, don't miss out playoffs. Don't miss out on staking on easy matchups. Don't miss out staking on easy matchups. Earning that that easy bread. All right, appreciate and love every single one of y'all. Be your boy, everybody's favorite uncle on YouTube, your Uncle HK, aka Homie Kirk. I'm out here.